The silence around the TCO Performance Center has officially been broken. We are tracking a series of seismic shifts for the Minnesota Vikings that could redefine the trajectory of this franchise for the next few seasons. From veteran additions in the special teams room to high-stakes contract negotiations for cornerstone offensive talent, and even whispers of a potential quarterback transition, the front office is clearly busy. There is a lot to unpack here, and if you have been waiting for the real scoop on what is happening in Eagan, you are in the right place.
The Minnesota Vikings have made a statement move on special teams by reaching an agreement with four-time Pro Bowl punter Johnny Hekker. This is not just a depth signing, it is a calculated effort to bring elite situational awareness to a unit that often dictates the outcome of tight games in the NFC North. Hekker brings years of experience, a high football IQ, and a proven track record of pinning opponents deep in their own territory. When you analyze the tactical side of special teams, having a punter who can manipulate field position is arguably as important as any other role on the roster. Hekker has spent his career mastering the art of the directional punt, forcing returners to make difficult decisions while allowing his coverage unit to set the tone for the defensive drive. This signing signals that the coaching staff is prioritizing efficiency and field position, a philosophy that aligns with the broader goals of the franchise to win the battle of attrition in every matchup. Historically, teams that invest in veteran specialists often find themselves in a better position during late-game scenarios where one bad punt can cost you a division title. The salary cap implications here are manageable, giving the front office the necessary flexibility to continue addressing needs elsewhere on the roster. Beyond the numbers, there is the leadership factor. Hekker has been in the league long enough to understand the pressure of the big stage, and his presence in the locker room will be invaluable for the younger players on the team. Scouting reports on Hekker consistently highlight his ability to thrive under pressure, which is a trait that cannot be coached. His leg remains one of the most reliable in the league, and the Vikings clearly believe that he can provide the consistency needed to support a defense that needs to stay fresh throughout the season. This move is emblematic of a front office that is leaving no stone unturned in their pursuit of excellence across all three phases of the game. It is a signal to the rest of the league that Minnesota is serious about maintaining a high floor for performance. As we look at the special teams landscape, this addition creates a distinct advantage for the Vikings, especially when facing high-powered offenses that struggle when backed up against their own goal line. We will be watching closely to see how this impacts the overall special teams scheme and whether it provides the boost in field position metrics the team is looking for. It is a bold, veteran-led decision that sets a professional standard for the rest of the offseason moves. But that is not the only situation developing right now, as the focus shifts to the long-term future of the offensive line and receiving core.
If you are enjoying this deep dive into the latest Vikings news, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We are tracking every move the team makes this offseason, and you do not want to miss what's coming next. The front office in Minnesota is clearly looking toward the future, with reports emerging that the team is prioritizing contract extensions for both Brian O'Neill and Jordan Addison. This dual-track approach to roster retention underscores the commitment to keeping the offensive core intact, which is a vital component of any championship-caliber team. Brian O'Neill has been a staple on the right side of the offensive line, providing a level of consistency and technical skill that is difficult to find in today's NFL. His ability to anchor the right tackle position has allowed the team to manage various offensive schemes with confidence. When we look at the analytics, his pass-blocking win rates consistently rank among the upper echelon of the league, providing the necessary time for the quarterback to read defenses and make accurate throws. Retaining him is not just about his individual production, it is about maintaining the continuity of a unit that needs to communicate perfectly to handle complex blitz packages. On the other side of the ball, Jordan Addison has quickly established himself as a dynamic playmaker who thrives in the open field and has shown an impressive ability to create separation against elite cornerbacks. His chemistry with the offensive play callers suggests that he is a focal point for the future of the passing attack. Securing a player of his caliber long-term is a strategic move that acknowledges his rising trajectory and his importance to the team's offensive identity. The financial structure of these deals will be a point of interest for salary cap watchers, as the Vikings need to balance the need for elite talent with the long-term health of their cap space. By locking in these two foundational pieces, the organization is sending a clear message that they are building from the inside out. This approach allows the coaching staff to implement their offensive philosophy without worrying about turnover at key positions.
Furthermore, the ripple effect of these extensions provides stability that can help attract other veteran talent who want to play on a team with a clear plan for success. Looking ahead, the focus will likely shift to how these contracts fit into the broader vision for the roster over the next 3 to 4 years. The front office is clearly betting on the continued development of these athletes, and the data suggests that this is a sound investment. We are seeing a shift toward prioritizing high-production young players who can grow within the system. This strategy is critical for teams operating in a competitive division where every roster decision has significant consequences for playoff contention. As these negotiations progress, we expect to see more details regarding the structure of the deals and how they provide the team with the necessary flexibility to address other areas of the roster. It is a proactive stance that should give fans confidence in the direction the front office is taking. The narrative of building a sustainable, long-term winner is gaining traction with these moves. However, the conversation surrounding the roster does not stop at extensions, as there is significant speculation regarding the future of the quarterback room.
Jay McCarthy could be on the horizon. This speculation, driven by insights from around the league, has gained momentum in the wake of the Kyler Murray acquisition. When an organization brings in a high-profile veteran, the development of younger prospects often faces a period of evaluation that can lead to significant roster changes. Jay McCarthy is a player with immense potential, and his situation is being monitored closely by other teams looking to add talent at the most critical position in football. From an analytical perspective, a trade could be viewed as a strategic maneuver to capitalize on his current value, while the team shifts its immediate focus toward competing with a seasoned signal caller. The front office has to weigh the benefits of keeping a high upside prospect for long-term development against the potential for gaining draft capital or other assets that could fill immediate gaps in the lineup. This is a classic dilemma in roster construction, and the decision will depend on how the coaching staff views his readiness compared to the immediate win-now mandate. If the team decides to move forward with a trade, they will be looking for a return that justifies losing a player with his developmental ceiling. Jay McCarthy emphasizes his poise and decision-making capabilities, which are assets that many teams would covet. However, fitting him into a scheme that is now being tailored for a different style of quarterback presents a unique set of challenges. We have seen similar situations across the NFL, where a young quarterback finds success only after moving to a new environment that better fits their specific skill set. The market for quarterbacks remains high, and if Minnesota puts him on the block, there will likely be a line of suitors interested in his services. This is not just a rumor. It is a tactical reality that teams must navigate when they make significant changes to their quarterback hierarchy. The impact on the locker room and the team's overall identity cannot be ignored, as players react to the shifting tides of the depth chart. We are waiting to see if there is any official word from the front office regarding their stance on these trade scenarios, as the situation remains fluid. The coaching staff has been tight-lipped about their specific plans, which is typical for a team in this position. They are focused on maintaining a competitive environment while evaluating all options to improve the roster. Fans are naturally concerned about the potential loss of a promising talent, but they are also excited about the possibilities that the new veteran acquisition brings to the table. This is the definition of a high-stakes offseason move that will have repercussions for years to come. Whether the team chooses to hold on to him for the long haul or trade him for immediate help, the decision will be one of the most talked-about moves of the year. We will continue to track these developments and provide updates as soon as more information becomes available.
There is no doubt that the Vikings are in the midst of a massive transformation. Between securing key veterans, extending the core of the offense, and navigating the complex quarterback situation, the front office is not playing it safe. It is a bold approach that aims to elevate the team into true contention. What do you think about these moves? Jay McCarthy to let him develop, or is it time to look for a trade? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for all the latest Vikings coverage. We will see you in the next one.